So now we're going to be creating our application from the ground up. So let's get started. I'm going to click on the File, New Option, Android Application Project, and fill in the details in here. I'm going to give it a name of Android Chatter, and then com.with.android chatter, and click on Next. And I'm not going to change the icon right away. I'm just going to change it later on in the next videos. So for that purpose, I'm going to leave it as it is. And as well as I'm going to leave the main activity name as it is, because later on I'm going to change it and refactor it. I'm just going to click on Finish, and then and that's it. Now the first thing what we're going to have to do is, as we have shown earlier in the videos of the demo application, that when we first log in into the screen, then we first find out that there is actually a text message saying that you have no friends, or if you have friends, then it is actually added into the list view. So for that purpose, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make our first main activity as a list activity, which we're going to be showing our friends of list. So I'm going to click on the source option, click on the main activity, and refactor it to a name of list of friends and something like that. So I'm going to use a list of friends, and I'm just going to click on Finish, and that's it. Now the next thing I'm going to have to do is to change this name of Android activity underscore main layout. I'm going to change it to list of friends.xml. So I'm just going to click on OK, and that's it. Now we have list of friends.xml file. I'm just going to delete this hello world. And then as we need a list, because when I first log in, then you're gonna need to see actually a list of you, which you're gonna be actually displaying your user info. So to display that user info, that whether the user is online or not, or how many users you have in that list, we're gonna have to use a list view. So click on Composite section and drag on a list view inside the relative layout. And that's it. Now I'm going to get back to the list of friends, and I'm just going to change the relative layout to linear layout, because it allows us to get our stuff in a sequential way, one by one. So I'm just going to change this one to linear layout 2, and that's it. Now I'm just going to make it actually a vertical, because we need actually every list one after the another, just like in a stack. So we really don't need it in a horizontal position, but in a vertical position. I'm just gonna use like Android orientation, and that should be actually vertical, and that's it. Now I'm gonna get back to graphical layout, and in here I have already now placed the list view. I'm just gonna extend it a bit, and that's it. Or I'm just gonna delete it first and then drag it again inside the list view, and now it will be covering all over the way.